Hello everybody, welcome back. We are live. I apologize for the delay. I was trying to get Just Flight's new FS traffic to work. So far I cannot recommend Just Flight's FS traffic. It's been a bust for me. It's made my simulator load so much slower. Not even loading into the sim, but loading back to the main menu has now increased drastically. It was really quick. Now it's taking 15 minutes to load back to the main menu when we want to exit a flight. So yeah, it's I don't know why it won't work. The traffic doesn't show up. I followed the steps that they had, which are not even very well explained in the video that they made. They should have made a better, like a full install video. They just talked about steps, didn't actually show anything going on. So not sure what's going on with that. Maybe I'll figure that out. But for now, I got FSLTL traffic going, and we are flying offline today. Let me fix that actually on the overlay, because the guy is saying we're flying on VATSIM, obviously, but we are not. We are offline today. If I can spell correctly. So, yep, we are offline today as we're doing the traffic and checking out how this plane works. But good to see you guys in chat. Mr. Nolan is here. Good to see you. Owls is here. Enzo's here. Good to see you. David D is here. We have purchased the plane here so we can give a live review for you guys. I have not done anything in this plane yet other than start on the runway just so I can make sure the flight controls are mapped for the reversers, the thrust, and the yoke. That's all I've done. I have not messed with anything. I've not turned on the plane. I have not done anything. We're going to do it all together for the first time here today. So that's true, but either way, I always wait a while before I buy stuff, but don't want the bugs yet. I mean, everything these days seems to have bugs, even ones that wait to release, but obviously some have more than others, but we're going to experience it today. I promise it'll get better. Dave, what's going on? Welcome to see you. Alcus is here. Good to see you. Transit guy is here as well. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to experience this together, and you guys can have your own reviews, and I will give you my honest opinion on it after we have flown it. I've not operated, like I said, this aircraft at all yet, besides just mapping controls on the runway. So we'll see what happens. And like I said, we got one flight tonight. We're gonna go to Los Angeles from Vegas. This is a real world Skywest flight here in the E175. So yeah, let me just see. I had a little cheat sheet. Let me bring my cheat sheet back up, because I had downloads. There we go. I got my little cheat sheet checklist here that I've downloaded, because I'm not familiar really with this plane too much. It's been a very while since I've flown the E175. I did get me some kind of little checklist online just so I can hopefully operate the aircraft and get it to LA. Oh yeah, this is my first time. I have not really watched anyone stream, if anyone streamed it or not. So this will be a genuine first reaction. Yeah, didn't set up any camera views really either. I was trying to get everything else working and didn't want to work. So let's see what happens. Just a short flight tonight. So we are up here. We're going to get battery, parking brake is set. Battery 1 is coming on. Battery 2 is going to auto. DC bus ties also on auto. Looks like those are all on auto already. That is good. GPU button as required. We're going to make sure we put on some GPU power there. And now the aircraft should start powering up. Increase our sounds there for you. Alex Trisser, what's going on? Microsoft has never had a good history with them, though. Good history with what? Oh, the Embraers? Yes. So I do like flying Embraer, but yes, Russ as well. That's the FSLTL traffic. I think our door is open. I don't know if this cockpit door does open. How about that? We can actually go back here, looks like. And our door is open, which is why it's loud. Apologize for that. The cabin looks pretty good. Cabin looks not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright, let's close our door back. Alright, so it looks like all the systems are turned on there, so that all looks good. Alright, let's go back up top, go down our checklist here. APU gen knob as required. APU gen knob, where's the APU gen? There's the APU right there. We won't start the APU quite yet. That's a good. Fire extinguisher panels checked. AC bus ties are auto. AC fuel pumps 1 and 2 are on auto. Let's see here. I can get my. Yes, that's all on auto. I'll check. There's my checklist. Jordan Lewis, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. How's FPS? We're sitting at 37 right now with FSLTL running. So so far performance, because when I first loaded into Vegas, I think I was in the close to 60 sitting here, but that was before I had the traffic load in. So with the traffic on right now, we're at traffic and streaming, we're at 37 right now, what I'm looking at. So FPS does not seem to be too bad yet. It's just the FSL traffic audio is super bad, but alright, so AC pumps 1, 2, DC pump is on auto. True Essential is on, I don't know what that is, but it's on our emergency lights here as well. True Essential, where is that? Nav lights need to come on, that's true. Logo lights, electrical pumps, true. Oh, those are these right here, they're on auto, that's good. Compressor feed is on, now lights are on. Generator 1 and 2 are off. Generator 1 and 2, generator 1 and 2. Where the heck do we see generator 1 and 2? No, I'm not seeing generator 1 and 2. I think they're off, but I just don't see those switches. Alright, skip that. Hydraulics are checked. Yep. Okay, that's all good. Alright. Cool. Alright, so I guess the overhead panel is set for now. So let's go back in here. And let me just reset this view. I'm gonna save the captain's view here. Okay, that's not the view that we want. That's super zoomed in. Go, let's look straighter, and we'll save this. Control Shift F1. Cool. All right. Andrews, hey, Mr. Scott, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. All right, so let's go down here and take a look at everything we got going on. Displays, auto, with the brightness of, that's fine. Alright, let's go down to this nightmare of an FMC that I was never really a fan of in any of these aircraft. I like the Boeing one much better. But let's go down here. See if we can figure out how to program her. Alright, so TCAS transponder, TARA is fine. Let's see, can we turn that on? How do we turn this on? Forget how to use this thing. I guess it's on. I don't know if we really need to do anything with that. Our Squawk 12,000 is on TARA. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's on. Squawk 1200. I'm just gonna put 2580, whatever, in there. Well, I guess won't let me do it because we're transponding. I need to not be transponding to do that. Okay, screw it. We'll leave it. Alright, let's go to menu. Anything in here we can do. Okay, no access in the menu, that's fine. We'll go to flight plan. And we do have an old hierarchy in here, that's alright. Dual, data load. Just maintenance, nav, route. Alright, so we're going to Los Angeles today, KLAX. We'll get this in here. Kevin, thanks again for the voucher. We're happy with the purchase. Hey, you're welcome, Andrews. No worries. Alright, so we're going to go to LAX. That's going in there just like that. So let's go to our departure. And we'll select a runway. We're going to depart on 26, right? And I don't even have a flight plan, to be honest. Forgot to do the flight plan. All the other stuff on here, so let me just actually make that real quick. This should not take very long. We're Skywest, we're 2233. Approaching Vegas, going to LAX. And we're on an E175. E175 and generate. I gotta open Volanta 2 and open up Volanta. Too early to ask for your impressions of this bird? Yeah, too early to ask. I have not. Like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing everything on this aircraft with you guys live. I have not looked at anything in depth in this aircraft. All I did was reload up on the runway just so I make sure that the controls and throttles were mapped. That's all I've done. Didn't set up views, haven't done nothing. So fresh start, seen it for the first time. My first reactions, your first reactions. But yeah, textures, I would say for what I can react to, textures are not too bad. I mean, it reminds me of just, you know, the bird that we saw in X-Crafts and X-Plane, kind of, you know, textures I think are a little bit better than X-Plane from what I remember. Outside of the aircraft, you know, that's what I can kind of give you guys a real first impression. Outside aircraft, I think the aircraft model itself looks really good. The cabin looks really good. So far, all that stuff looks really good. But it's all about, you know, the system depth, right? It's all about if it's flyable, does it fly, will we die? You know, the FMC. So let's, you know, let's all look at that before we count our chickens. All right, so on this departure, we're on the radar 2 departure, radar 2, and it's going to be the block transition, and we're going to apply that, I guess. Cool. So that's in there. And then we're going to go direct to Shatner from Angel. So that's going to be our arrival. So we're going to go to the arrival. We're going to go to the runway. We're going to expect runway 25 right. No. 25 left. We're going to do the ILS 25 left. And we're going to do that from... let's go to the star first. We're going to be on the Angel 4. And that's going to be from Shatner. There it is. And so we're on the ILS approach from Shatner. And the transition for that, ILS 25, is going to be from, I think, Cebu. But let me load up the flight map here and just make sure it's from Cebu. Laptop, hey, what's going on? Hey, sorry about the spam. The morning my account, someone got hacked. Hey, no worries, man. It happens. I'm working flight attendant on this flight. Please don't kill me. We will do our best. Make sure you really brief them, though, on the safety meeting, D. Just make sure you give a good safety meeting so everyone knows what to do in case there's an emergency. We don't expect any emergencies, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So yeah, our transition is gonna be from Circus, actually, not Cebu. Sorry, Circus transition. Looks good. We'll apply that. Okay, so there we go. Looks like it's all loaded in now. So we'll see how that runs in the old stuff there. Now, I don't know if we can actually, if we load the aircraft in here. That's our thrust rating. Climb, our route. A-Link is ungood, that's fine. Flight ID, okay, whatever. Next page, that's our route. D-Link here, ATS menu. So there's nothing available on HIS. Looks like they're going to be adding a bunch of stuff in here. But now, let's see, what kind of data link can we put in here? What's all this? Nope, nothing there. Go back to nav. ATC. So it looks like they are going to have ATC login in here, so that's cool. Hopefully that will be good when they have this available. All that stuff kind of looks similar to like the fly-by-wire stuff I think you see, or I don't know if they're copying it or what. Multiple flight plans, flight summary. So it's going to give you engine time and route and all that stuff, so we'll have to check that out after we land. And then we got performance data. Not initialized. Okay, so I think with that, that means we probably have to load this bird from the main menu is what I'm assuming. I think that's how we have to load it. Maybe someone in chat can confirm that's how we load. July 14th, what's going on? Can't wait to get my passport so I can go training suit. Hey, there you go. Does it load off SimBrief? I don't see it loading off SimBrief so far. It does look like it's going to be able to. There is a data link thing in here, but it doesn't seem to be doing it yet. But fuel on board, let's change it to pounds. We need, doesn't take very much fuel. Once 6,200 pounds of fuel, we're gonna put a total fuel of 7,200 pounds. That's fine. And then our payload is 18.8 on the payload, which will show our payload at 18.8. So we'll leave it at just a 19, that's fine. So I think this is how you load the aircraft. I could be wrong. Let's go to performance data here. It's our tail number, takeoff and landing fuel. So let's put those numbers in here. Let's see, minimum takeoff fuel is 5,900, so we go 5900 and then maybe slash. Landing fuel is supposed to be log 0 total degrees, so landing weight. What about landing fuel? Where are you? Log fuel, okay, I got that. 2.7 minimum landing fuel, okay, so 2.7, oop. Let's just go 2,700. Okay. And then, I don't know what this is. Fuel reserve, I guess. We go to the next page here. Our cruise altitude is going to be 30,000 feet. So we'll put 30,000 feet in here. Let's cruise winds, sorry. There we go, 30,000 feet there. Let's see, driver did a very interesting stream on this bird. Yeah, I heard about it and I saw that he had a video on it. I never got time to watch it fully. They don't have E190. Looks fairly easy to operate. We'll find out. I want the 175, but don't trust any company giving future promises. Once it's promised, when I will buy it for sure, yeah. Like I said, the only reason we have this, I'm obviously a streamer content creator, and I feel, as I've said to this before, I feel it's my obligation to quote-unquote bite the bullet on controversial aircraft or new stuff coming out, to showcase it to you guys so that way you guys don't have to buy it to find out what it's really like, and you can watch our stream, you can find out what it's like, get my honest opinion on it, and then you guys can make your own judgments of whether it's worth it for you or not. I'm not here to force you guys to buy anything or tell you must buy this or not buy this. I'll have my opinion, but at the end of the day, it's whatever you guys are happy flying and what you guys think is worth it. Alright, so flight level 370 is in there. Our 0 fuel weight, which we probably need to get off this load sheet. Wrong button. Alright, so 0 fuel weight. Does that even say that in here? I don't know if that's it or not. Based on the numbers I put in, our 0 fuel weight should be 69.2. Why does that seem so high? Alright, so we'll go 69.2. Okay, 69. If I do that, we'll change it. There we go. Okay. So gross fuel, gross weight, 75, 76. That looks good enough. Alright, cruise winds. Our cruise winds are supposed to be 030 34. So 030 34. You know, I didn't even start loading GSX. Let's see if GSX works with this aircraft or reload this. Okay, so that's good. Let's start boarding. Let's see what happens when we start boarding. Oh, only get started. Hold on. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Alright, so boarding has been requested. So this plane also, it does have a little tablet here. Not fully functioning. Why my jetway is going away, I gotta bring that back. But we can open up the doors. You know that much. I think that's the cargo door. Nope, I opened up the passenger door. Wrong door. Open up the cargo door. Open up the other passenger door too. Let's close that. And I need to operate our jetway again. Okay, well, jetways went away. That's right. Yeah, so it can't really change anything in here. It does show our weights, but doesn't have the option to change anything. Just has the ground crew option, so you can just open and close doors apparently. So I guess that's fine. GSX is there. Looks like only one cart loads up for GSX currently. So I guess that's fine too. Let's see. The E190 will be a future release. Yeah, they are going to release. They're going to do the full series, the 170, 175, and the 190 and 195, but those will be separate. This aircraft will get updated with the 170 as well. But the 190 and 95 series will be a separate purchase apart from this. Okay, so you're flying this thing without outside influence. Yes. I did not really watch anyone stream. I saw some reviews, but I have not actually seen anyone else stream this or watch any of it. Is this window open? Let's see if the window opens. There we go. Window actually opens. How about that? Okay, cool, cool. See if anything else. Oh, a little waste bin in here opens, closes. Okay. Put away your trash. Let's see, anything else in here work? Doesn't look like any of the circuit breakers are clickable. Okay. There we go. What is that? Is that the visor? What is that? Let me just click on. Oh, that is the visor. Okay. So we bring that back up there. How do we operate this? There we go. Okay, so it's got some visors for the windshield. That's pretty cool. Okay. We're learning some stuff here. Let's see what else we got down here. Armrest moves. Cool. What is this back here? Does this work? Another radio panel, just static display. Okay. Windows open. Yeah, the window seems to open. Got a tablet on both sides, looks like. Windows open. Cockpit door opens as well. You can see into the cockpit and go into the cockpit. Alright, let's go back down here to our performance numbers. RCG. Does it say that on the tablet? Does not say that on the tablet. Alright, what is our CG supposed to be? I guess that's a good question. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I've never had to look for what the CG is on the flight plan, so I don't really know what it is tell. I guess you could say is it in here, right? I don't think it showed CG in this menu. Oh, there it is. That's to expand. Gravity. There we go. Put that in the center. Alright, so 20.66, I guess should be our CG. Which it has been put in there. It updates that automatically when you do that. Alright, cool. Let's go to the next page. And nothing we can change there. So all that looks good. Flight plan's in. Alright, I don't think we have anything else that we need to do in the FMC, or whatever you want to call this thing. I think we've done everything we need to do. We can select our thrust, that's toga. Climb rates, we got automatic D right there. It's fine. EP1. It's fine. Flex takeoff on. On. Not. Settings. Okay, I guess we'll leave it there. Videos. Let's go flight plan on this side, we'll go radio on that side. Alright, I think we're ready to go with that. I don't think I need to do anything else in there. Could be wrong. Unlock is on. Can't change that, that's fine. Alright. Whale. Alright, so with that, I guess we can go I think the nav is a little non-existent. The VNav? Maybe. We're going to find out. So this does not have auto throttle, I don't think. Does it have auto throttle? It does have auto throttle. Okay, so it does have auto throttle. Okay, so let's go to planned. Let's go to planned. I think we can see our flight plan. Yep, there it goes right there. Let's see if we can step through. Okay, I don't know how we step through the flight plan. How that works, but back to the overhead here. Let me bring up my checklist. Turn that down because that's just loud. Alright, so trim panel. Before start, trim panel set. We do need to get the EPU on. The fuel pumps are on. I think all we need to do here is turn the APU on. Some seatbelts, smoking sign. Okay, that seems to all work there. Now, if I remember this plane, when these are extinguished, does that mean they're on? I don't remember. No, that mean they're on, so that's now on. I think when the pack is not on, that means they're on, right? I don't remember. Auto. Alright, APU master switch. Alright, so APU should be firing up, I think. My APU on this thing. Yep, APU's firing up. There we go, and APU's 100%. Let's get APU gen on. That should be good. Oh, nope, that's not good. Alright, hopefully our stuff didn't erase there. Should have been good. Maybe it takes a while to be available. No, wait, there we go. It's because I have to... When the light is illuminated, it's off. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes more sense. Alright, so APU's on. Looks like our flight plan is still in there, so that's good. That didn't erase. Oops. Almost had a oopsie. Almost had an oopsie. Alright, so that's on. GPU is off, that's fine. APU is on. Guess we can turn the hydraulic pump on. That's all auto. I guess we just leave it extinguished like that. Don't even know anymore. Okay. Go back down the checklist. MCD is set, fuel quantity is set, taxi briefing set, passenger signs are on, doors are not locked yet, they're still on the aircraft. Beacon will be going, hydraulic pump 3A. Hydraulic pump 3A. I guess that one. Yeah, 3 and then A is on. Door panels narrowed, jet fans clear, transponder is set. Engine start, throttles are idle, engine clear, ignition engine number 2 to auto, and then engine 2 start switch to start. 20% greater than 20% fuel flow, okay. Gen 2 auto, Gen 2. Which I want to say the gens are already on, but I'm could be wrong. Looks like they're on. Pumps, AC pumps, auto. Any buttons down here I'm missing? Okay. Auto. Alright, boarding is now complete. Let's go over to our tablet. Let's close our doors. Why is the jetway coming out now? Let's ask for pushback. Our door just reopened. Close it. Let's get our beacon light on. Alright, do you think it more closely resembles Boeing or Airbus? Why don't you update your GSX? What do you mean, why don't I update it? I update it all the time. I update it all the time. Okay, range mark ring is on. Yep, that's fine. Looks like the clock should work. Alright, so... I think they're going to connect. Alright, it doesn't look like the GSX profile for this plane is in here. I might have to add that, but... person went all the way under the plane, so we'll see what happens here on this pushback. I have not done the newest update, no, that has the de-icing. I wasn't really too worried about de-icing, to be honest. Not too worried about the de-icing at this moment. I was more worried about getting the just flight traffic to work before stream, and it didn't want to work, so. Alright, so that's being loaded. APU is on. We shouldn't lose any power this time. Transponder is on. Pushback nose to the right. Yeah.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, let's release the parking brakes. Let's see how this goes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Commencing push. Alright, we're going back, and Beacon lights on. Everything up here that needs to be on is on. And alright, so I'll open up the cover number 2. Let's see, is that working? I think it's working. It looks like it's working. Engine's rising. Engine is rising. Outside, take a look. Listen. Engine sounds going. So far, so good. Let's see if we can go back here and hear more. How close it lets me get to the window. Pretty close.
Set parking brakes.
Let's set our brake.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
And we have a good start.
Ground. You have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Looks like we got a good engine start number 1. Fire up. We'll fire up engine number 1 now.
Unlocking gear.
Trim switch work down here. There it goes. Trim works. Okay, that works.
Tow truck disconnect. Bypass bin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
The audio damper is on. Flight director, I think, is on. Turn it off. Yes, flight director. Okay. Emily, what's going on? Sup? Welcome aboard. I know the 737 BBJ has a 6,000 nautical mile range. Do you know PNG has the aux tanks functioning for it to get the range, or is it the normal 700 with a nice cabin? It has all the extra tanks. You can add a bunch of extra tanks, July, to make the range whatever it needs to be. Hope you have a chute strapped on, Cap. No chute. No chute. They're disconnecting, though. So yeah, we're gonna find out what works in here. I guess nav can come on. Anyone can give me the altimeter for Vegas right now? Anyone know what the altimeter is? Vegas. Let's take a look at my flight plan weather here. 3039. Oh, okay, 3039 is already set in there. High altimeter for Vegas. So that's already set. We need to set our altitude. Altitude's going to be they need better click spots on their button. I can't just hold it down like I would in the PNG or something. We'll have to scroll all the way to 30,000. I have no idea. It's supposed to have a custom flight model, so hopefully not, but I guess we're going to find out. I mean, the FMC is definitely not default Asobo. Seems a little bit better than default, so we'll find out, won't we? Like I said, we'll hold our judgment until after we actually have completed or attempt to complete the first flight if we don't make it to LA. Okay, 30,000 feet is in, that's good. I guess we can yeah, VNav's not working yet, that's fine. All the changes though, so okay, approach, heading. We're on nav though. Let's see, what does this change? Oh, that's the waypoint for that, okay. Okay, FMS is selected. And alright, so we're good with that. Let's get our flaps set. I think we're gonna do a flaps, what, 2 takeoff? What are they doing this thing? Let's see if we can see the flaps come out here. Looks like they're moving. Barely. Yeah, looks like they're moving a little bit. Maybe we go one more notch of flap. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be a flap 3 position. Yeah, we won't need flap 3. Let's go flaps 2. Alright, flaps 2 is good. Let's close the door again. So flaps 2 is good. Auto brake is RTO. Let's go up top. Packs and everything are on. APU can come off. And nose light, taxi lights are coming on. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Alright, parking brake is released. Let's see what happens. Rolling. We're rolling. We forgot to start our clock. We can just start that, I guess. Alright, we're rolling. We're rolling. Fucker's working, we're turning smoothly. There's a fuel truck in our way. Of course. There goes a Spirit in front of us. I guess we'll follow that Spirit on out. I mean, so far so good, right? So far not so bad. Yeah, are you gonna at some point, at some stage, do a quick tutorial on setting up flights on your VA? Yes. We can do a tutorial for that. I got tutorials coming out for that, as well as for my managers about how to create airports and routes and stuff for the people that are going to help me edit our airport. Is that a big 787 right there? Looks like a 787. Got a lot of traffic coming out of here, so we're going to be behind these lovely aircraft. You doing something wrong? Okay, yeah, I'll set something up. Someone managing the West Ops yet? I haven't put them in there, but I did have someone apply for West Ops. But I can have more than one person manage an area, so it doesn't have to be just one person. I can have multiple people work together to manage an area. From my understanding, anyways. Stay clear of the Spirit, Mav. and this is not just flight traffic that you guys are seeing, this is FSLTL. I was trying to get just traffic, just flights FS traffic to work, and it just would not work. I don't know. I'm not impressed with paying $40 for that FS traffic. The only reason I even bought it is because I read on there that you can add your own custom liveries, and I'm looking for a way to add my livery into traffic, so really the only reason I got it, because I wasn't going to pay for more traffic that I don't really use that often. But if I can figure out how to get it to use the model matching for Flightsim in there and add my livery, then that's what I'm looking for. Spirit should change their name to Bar Flight Air. You know, just flight for me though has been a bust. It did not want to work. Good, Southwest go. Yeah, it did not want to work. It made my sim load back to the main menu so much slower. So the only part of loading the sim for me that's usually slow is when I initially open it, loading into the initial main menu. That takes forever. But once in game, loading into the airport and out of the airport is usually pretty quick. But for whatever reason, with just flight in there, loading back to the main menu from the airport is taking like 15 minutes. How's the steering? Steering's actually pretty good. It's not too sensitive. I feel like it's actually one of the better sensitive steerings in most pay-war aircraft, to be honest. It actually felt a little bit better right there than the PMDG on the steering. But yeah, steering so far seems to be doing good. Steering is good. Like I said, they definitely need to work on the sounds. I think the sounds need a little bit of work. The sounds might be lacking a little bit. We'll see what it sounds like on takeoff. You know, I don't have any wing views set up or anything to see what it sounds like from the wing. But, I mean, you can hear outside it's pretty quiet. I mean, they are small engines, but even from the outside here, I mean, that looks like that's a good little picture there. Looks like these aircraft are all taken off on 26 left. That's weird. We're going to go all the way down the end. We're going to take off 26 right. I don't know why they're taking off 26 left, but whatever. Whatever floats their boat. I mean, I guess we could have joined them, but we'll do our own thing. We'll do our own thing. And it seems to taxi pretty good. Like, this is at idle thrust. Like, we don't even have engine power applied, and it taxis pretty good without engine. Without having to use your engines the whole time. And the braking seems to be pretty good. Yeah, braking seems to be pretty good. That's not bad. Toga switch, that I'm not too sure of. I'm not too sure of. That's pretty loud. I think that's FSL traffic, not the plane itself. Alright. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the Toga button is in here, to be honest. I don't think there is a Toga button. I think you just have to apply the throttle to Toga right here. I don't know if there's like a secret click spot for that or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. But we can arm auto throttle. So, I mean, so far so good. So let's go ahead and advance our throttle a little bit here. Already moving. Let's get our landing lights on, strobes on. In the cabin. And we're going to pull on out here and we'll line up on the runway, make sure it's clear before we take off. actual toga buttons, unless it's this button right here. So yeah, there's a button right here. We can click that and see if that works. After we get lined up. Because that's the real toga button. I don't know if there's like a click spot or... Maybe this is the click spot, because right here it lets me click. I'm not going to click it until we're lined up, but that could be a click spot. Alright, we're lined up here. Okay. Alright, so let's advance our engines forward a little bit here. Get a little bit more, we'll get our engines up to about 40%. There we go. Alright, and I hope that WestJet's not going to go across. Is he going to go across? I might wait for the WestJet. Hold on to your hats, guys. Okay, let me see if that WestJet's gonna try and cross on me first. We got another plane departing next to us too, so. Yep, he's gonna try and cross right in front of me, you dog. Alright, as soon as he crosses, I'm gonna try this click spot first. Alright, here we go. Okay, that didn't do anything, so let's press this. Okay, so that didn't do anything, so we're just going to manually increase. Here we go. So good. A little wobbly. And I think that's V1. And we have a liftoff. Gears coming up. Did feel a little wobbly there on the liftoff, or the run down the runway there, but it's alright. Let's get our speed up here. Want our speed to be 250. Far so good. I don't know how these flight directors work, but I think we're turning the right way. Put our nose down a little bit. And we're going to bring up a notch of flaps. I'm going to turn on autopilot here and see what happens. Nosing down, flaps up. One nose down. You're nosing down, or what is it doing here? Let's do flight level change. Alright, we're gonna do flight level change. We won't touch anything. She seems to be climbing. Seems heavy. No, it didn't feel heavy. I was just being gentle with the stick, but it didn't feel heavy. Alright, so we're flight level changing. We're passing 9,300 feet. Keeping its speed. Flaps are up. Things so far seems good. It's following the flight path. So far, so good. Let's see. I downloaded the VATSIM model matching and it works nice. Feeling good. So, sounds like my vacuum cleaner. That's the toilet flush. Yeah, idiot WestJet, right? Does it come with a manual? No, I have not seen a manual. It came with like an installation manual that still was crap. Like, I don't know. The whole... Or wait, no. Did the plane come with a manual? That I don't know. I didn't actually look in the plane file, to be honest. So I thought you were talking about just traffic for whatever reason. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a plane manual. Let me take a look here. It's just a thumbnail. Pictures, some objects. Looks like it does come with a checklist, maybe? Or no, it uses the in-game checklist. Yeah, so no manual that I can see of. Yeah, there's nothing that I can see manual-wise. So now that we're over 14,000 feet, though, we can increase our speed. Increase our speed here. We'll climb at 280. Go. Alright, so far so good. Now, how well it's going to capture the ILS, I have no idea, because I'm assuming I have to put in the ILS frequencies, probably. I don't know how I put the course in yet. So we got minimums and baro. Oh, there's course, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, so far so good. We have not had a hitch yet. I mean... And does it fly like the real Embraer? I mean, I don't know if I'm one to tell you if it flies like the real thing so far, but I mean, it feels all right in a simulator standpoint. Like, it feels all right flying it. Like, hand flying it feels all right. Yeah, I didn't have to put too much force in the yoke or anything like that. Get this going. Raphael, how's it going? My day is going good. How is your day? Does it have a tray table? No. It's got a yoke, so no tray table. But I mean, so far so good. It's keeping speed. It is climbing. There is no working VNav yet, so you are going to have to descend manually, okay? This VNav button does not work yet. So right now I'm using flight level change to automatically go based to climb based on how fast we want to be going. So it's climbing at a profile 280 knots, which is what I have set in there. Baro, we can go to standard pressure now, above 18,000. We can also get our lights off. There we go. Take the seatbelt signs off. Alright, so yeah, we're climbing so far. I mean, so far so good. I'm not yeah, let me go off. I'm not too mad at it. Are there issues so far? Yes. Is it perfect? No, not perfect. Ron, what's going on? How'd your flight go? I saw you were going to Boston. Were you flying to Boston? I think I saw you, Ron, into Boston. All right, so yeah, I mean, does the FMC need some work? Add more detail to it? Yes. So this is by far not a complete aircraft, but for what it is so far positive. Is there an FS2 crew for it? I don't know. It just barely came out, so I don't know if they've had one made for it yet or not. Not entirely sure. Yep, turn it on final. Nice. Get that butter, Ron. Get that butter. Get that butter. Get them bonus points. Gotta get you them bonus points into Boston. So we're gonna fly again for our virtual airline this Saturday. So we're gonna fly more for virtual airline on Saturday. We may, if this flight goes well, we may fly this aircraft again tomorrow. If this flight goes well and there's no major issues. So we'll see how it goes though. I just don't know if I'm supposed to manually control. Oh. Let's click that auto throttle back on. There we go. And then flight level change. There we go. It was my fault. I messed with the throttle. That was not a plane issue, that was my issue. I was just testing the throttle to see if how it was working. Would love to see night lighting. Yeah, we'll do night lighting once we get on the ground in LAX. We'll change it to nighttime. So far not too bad. It's got some good promise behind it. Again, it is a promise. It's an early access release. It is not a full release by any means, but the model looks real nice. I really want this plane to succeed because I'm a big fan of the E-Jets. I've wanted a proper E-Jet for a long time now to do smaller airport executive hops and stuff like that to the airports that we can't fly the bigger birds into. So it opens up our range of airports that we can go to on a daily basis, you know what I mean? So just a lot more fun ops that we can do with with these birds. It's a good looking machine, right? I mean, the model is real good. It's been fun. I was skiing with friends for a snow day. A lot of fun. Snow in Quebec today. Nice. Nice. Hope you enjoy your ski day. Okay, so we're climbing right now. We're at 25,000 feet. Let's look at our systems here. See, where can we view our fuel? Okay, there's our fuel. We got 5,700 pounds of fuel on board, plenty of fuel. All that looks good. Engines are looking good. All of our stuff is looking good here. Doesn't show TCAS weather checklist yet. Just plan, map, and systems. And so far it is following. So far it does seem to be following the whatchamacallits. I'm not sure what those do. We'll leave that alone. Right. I don't know if there's a way to zoom in the map or not. Yes, I don't know if you can zoom this map in or out or not. Doesn't appear to be a way to zoom it in yet. I could just not know how to do it though. Let's see, is my spoiler mapped? Yep. Spoilers are mapped. Can we see the cabin? Yes. Let's see. I've never been in snow. You never been in the snow, Scott? I've been in the snow. I mean, I don't snow where I'm at, but I've been to the snow. So here's the cabin. We got our little first class cabin there, business class, whatever you want to call it. The economy class back here. So, I mean, not too good, or I mean, not too bad. I mean, the cabin looks fairly decent. Basic cabin. Let's see if we can get how close we can get to get a wing view. Oh, there's somewhat of a wing view there. Andy Kaplan coming in and subscribing. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Midnight Maverick family. Welcome aboard. But there's a nice little wing view. We can save that. Let's see. Control Shift F6. It's not a bad wing view. So it looks like you can't open the door by clicking on this. We're obviously not going to click on it right now, but it looks like it's got a click spot there. So it looks like you can open the door from inside. We can test that out when we get on the ground. Set a wing view on the other side. Not a bad wing view right there. Control Shift F4. Shift F6. There we go. Good little view spot. See if we can get something good for the engine. Let me check back in the cockpit real quick though. We want to make sure we check on our flight. Alright, we are getting to flight level right now where we want to be. And we can go ahead and increase the speed a little bit. Yeah, we can go 0.77 on the speed. Alright, so the other thing on here, so it does not have whatchamacallits, does not have a VNAV. So that's the only thing, is if you're going to fly this online, you got to really know what you're doing. Make sure you hit your waypoint restrictions. It doesn't list anything in here for your restrictions. So for us, we need to be at terrain. We need to be let's see, go to progress page. So it looks like we can put a fix in here. Let me see if a fix will be in here. L. Let's see, crane. Let's put the fix. Nope, not gonna let us put the fix in here yet, but hopefully they'll have that working soon. All that, okay, looks good. Oh yeah, so you just kind of gotta watch. You're gonna have to descend manually. So really go off your flight plan of where you should be at. So once we get to Angel, we got Angel. We need to be at about 20,000 feet. We just need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so it looks like somehow this does change. I don't know how it changes now. It looks like it's at 25 miles. So still not entirely sure what's changing. The map distance. So, but we are going to start descending here shortly. Ian, what's going on? Are you playing this online? No, we are not online at the moment. Like I said, I didn't want to fly this bird online because it doesn't have a working VNav, and it's going to be very difficult to not get yelled at by ATC. Because, as you can see here, I don't think there's a way to really control zooming in and out of the map very well. That I can see. I don't even know how it changed. It says we're at, I guess the map is 25 right now, but but Ian, welcome. So like I said, we may have to make our own top of descent here. So we're 11, 16, and then whatever that is to Angel. So we're going to go ahead and start descending here. So we're going to put 20,000 feet in here. I'm just going to go level change for that. Bring our speed back a little bit. Alright, so we started our descent. Let's get our seatbelt time back on. Started our descent. If you guys are just joining us too, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button and that subscribe button if you have not already, so stay tuned. All things coming to the channel. We got another flight tomorrow. If all goes well on this plane, we may fly this plane again tomorrow. We may fly something else. But we are flying again tomorrow. We'll be flying for the virtual airline again on Saturday. I'm headed to my buddy's house for our sports podcast Monday morning. So that will actually, I don't know if it's going to be live or we're going to record, but one of those two things are going to happen. And then something should be released sometime Sunday. And of course, another flight on Sunday. And then, of course, expect some After Darks and LSPDFR. Lots of stuff planned. Alright, so Angel there is where we're supposed to be at that. Okay. It's got all the airports on here too. I don't know how to get rid of that. There's got to be a switch in here that does that. But let's also get ready for our approach. So on our ILS approach, the course is going to be 251. I don't know if it does the course. I don't see anything changing for the course. I think I'm just blind. Yes, I don't know if the ILS works or not. I'm just not seeing course change, but that's right. Alright, altimeter to LA is going to be 3029er. Keep that in mind. Well, he needs to know. Alright, so we're right on our path so far. Let me put the frequency in here real quick. Let's see if I can do that. It's 1099. 109.90. 9.90. 9.90. Okay, well that's in there. Alright, so let's go down to, I guess, 10,000 now. What is that? That's a feet. Okay, what is that? PA select. Okay, I don't know what that is. We're gonna go down to 10,000. Double change. I wish we just knew there was a way to scroll on this map, and there's gotta be a way to turn off like all those airports that are showing up on there. Alright, of course this isn't working. This add-on is terrific. Can you rate it 1 to 10? I mean, terrible. I can't rate it yet. Wait until we finish the flight, but I have not really had any issues yet, so I don't have too many negative things to say so far. Hey Mav, how are you? And is this the only flight today? We're only doing the one flight. We started late. I was trying to get the new FS traffic from Just Flight to work, and it did not want to cooperate, to say the least. So we started an hour later than we wanted to. Then I have to be up super early for work in the morning because my dad is off. That is usually the one that opens up the shop for me in the morning. He's off and my sister is off, so I have to be in extra earlier than normal. Alright, so far so good. Like I said, my negatives right now is there's no working VNav. Obviously all the buttons up here are not functioning yet, like the VNav button. Some of these buttons don't work yet. This needs a little bit of work, I think, still, but it gets you from A to B so far. Yeah, so it gets us from A to B, still needs work. The sounds need work. So yeah, the sounds need work. Yeah, no, I don't know what it was. Like, it just, the traffic would not appear for me the way I followed their simple little setup video they had, which was not very detailed. So hopefully someone that does good tutorials will make a good tutorial, and then maybe I can get it to work. I really wanted it to work too. The only reason I bought it, Cooper, was I learned on there that you can add in your own liveries. And so obviously I want to do that for our airline and add in our liveries to FS traffic, as well as for model matching. There's like a tool in there to do it. So that's really the only reason I bought it, even, to be honest. Just because I'm always on VATSIM, so I don't use the model matching, or I don't use the AI traffic when I'm using VATSIM, because then that's just going to get confused with, is that VATSIM or not VATSIM? You know what I mean? So, but there's that. Alright, so we're approaching 10,000 feet here, almost to crane. What is my plane doing right now? What are we doing? What the hell just happened? Let's see, let's go direct to crane. And then go back to FMS and nav. Actually, okay, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we're going backwards now. Oh no, now it's fixing itself. It's fixing itself. I don't know if that was me in the plane or I was doing something. I did something wrong in the flight plan. I don't know. Don't know yet. It seems to be correcting itself. Seems to be correcting itself. Alright, let's get our landing lights back on here. Alright, let's start going all the way down. We're going to go all the way down to... Step down to 5,000 feet next. Which we need to be at gate, and so we got 8.9, 12. Yeah, we got about 20 miles to there, so I'm gonna go vertical speed on this one, and we'll go vertical speed of about 1100 maybe. 1200. Even slow us down now. Bring our speed down to say 200. We'll go 210. Go 210. Let's see. I want to get it as I fly offline and the stock live traffic is bad and I don't want the frame hits the FSL. Yep. There you go. It is true. It's supposed to be really good in FPS. I wasn't able to experience that tonight, but... yeah, he just means not on Sim. Alright. Let's do auto brake here. I think we're going to do auto brake medium. I think we do auto brake medium. It's long run. Let's do auto brake low. See how low is. I don't know if there's a way to arm speed brakes. I think they're just automatically deployed on touchdown. I could be wrong. Let me get my replay system up too before I forget, because this is going to get busy. Your guys' job is to let me not forget the replay when we're fully configured. Remind me before. Once we're fully configured, then remind me to start the recording. So, not so bad yet. Alright, we'll get our music down here for the rest of the trip. I mean, she looks pretty. We're going over Pomona right now. Yeah, we're just right over Pomona. Go flap 1 here. Flap's moving out just a little bit, tiny bit. Bring our speed down. Stay at 200 here. Yeah, so I don't know how the ILS landing is going to work, but we're going to find out, I guess. We're going to find out. But so far, not too bad. So far we have not had too many issues. We had a little bit of a flight path issue there on the descent where it started to turn weirdly. But that might have been a way that I did the route. I think I did the route wrong in the FMC. So I don't know if I can entirely blame that on the plane or not. We're going to get to gate at 5,000, then we're going to start going all the way down to 1,900. Bring this down now to 1,900. We're getting a little bit of a frame hit here, and it's probably because of FSLTL. So one reason I chose to go to LAX is because obviously LAX is a big frame hog. So one reason why I chose to go from Vegas to LAX, two big frame heavy airports. I'm pretty positive right now the hit we're getting is because of FSLTL though. Once we're on the ground, we'll turn that off and see how much more the frames increase for sure. I just wanted to see some traffic because I really wanted to see traffic tonight. So I turned on FSLTL. Because I uninstall... Oh yeah, I turned that on since we're not flying on the network. Let's bring our speed down even more. See, in this, I don't know if it has performance for landing in here. It does have performance for landing. Flap full... Landing heading, runway heading is 251, 251. There's our landing speed. Okay, cool. Right, we're gonna go flaps 2 here. See if it lets me turn on this. It does not. We're gonna go vertical speed. Okay, we'll bring our speed back more. So again, our landing speed is 138. Because Mav wants plenty of fire trucks for alien water sleuth. Let's go one more notch of flaps here. We start getting some drag. Use a speed brake. Speed brake will help slow us down. Go 155. I'll keep it 160 actually. That's good. Watch, here we go, one more notch of flaps. Let's go ahead and go gear down here. Again, I don't think the approach is going to work, so we're going to have to go this by hand. We'll go gear down. Gear down, replay up.
2500.
There's a notch of flaps coming out. Let's go full landing speed. I said it was 138, so that's going to be 142, I believe. Flaps should be full now, I think, right? Yep, flaps are full. Sparkos, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, and yes, replay is recording now. Replay is good, recording. And we're gonna go autopilot off here. Auto throttles are gonna come off. And we're gonna hand flyer all the way in now. Wish us luck. So yeah, like I said, it's definitely missing stuff. It doesn't seem to have the ILS working, but unless I'm doing something wrong, but it doesn't seem to have the ILS working. And it doesn't have a very good flight directors either, because there's no VNAV. Definitely, like I said, definitely stuff need to improve, but can so far, I mean, it's so far flown pretty good. I'm hand flying right now, and it feels pretty nice to hand fly. The controls seem pretty smooth. I think we're dealing with a little bit of a crosswind here, hard to tell.
1000.
There's the Rams football stadium. Any no control cam? Yeah, sorry, I don't have a control cam. Need a new webcam for the second one. Boo, Rams. We're coming, looks like we're coming pretty good visually, at least. Speed is good.
500.
Be a little bit high.
400.
A little high, that's right.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright, we're down. Reversers are out. Decelerating. 80 knots. Stowing reversers. Manual braking. We're going to take the high-speed exit here on the right. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll look at the replay, though. Replay will be the judge. Looks like there's some kind of flight announcements I'm hearing in my headset, very faintly. We're stopped here. Look at my chart up, see where we're at. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the next way and we'll cross. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Just by the map of conquering the mysterious E-Jet. Hey, we survived. We're alive. Nothing major went wrong. Alright, nothing major went wrong. Look at the spoilers look like. There we go. Bring our flaps in. There goes a JetBlue. Where is he going? Alright, so I'll bring the flaps in. Ooh, that looks good. So the strobes can come off. We're going to leave the landing lights on so we cross the runway. What gate did this thing park at when it got here? 68A is the gate that this plane supposedly parked at. I don't know where 68A is, but $68A. Okay, so it's over here in ramp 6, 68 on the corner on the right side of terminal 6. So we're gonna go to terminal 6. Taxi is pretty quick. This is on idle and we're going to be taxiing pretty quickly. Turning seems to be pretty good. Any of the stutterings you're seeing right now is one, the scenery, and FSLTL right now. If I stop FSLTL, then it's going to go up. So don't judge that on the plane right now, which I'll go ahead and actually we can stop FSLTL. See how the performance goes. There we go. So get rid of FSLTL and now our performance went up about 10 frames. So I definitely don't have the most dominant hardware or anything ever. Only have a 2080 Super, which is still not bad. It's not no 3090 or 3080, but right now we're at 27 frames at LAX, which is not bad, like EMDG range for performance. Vegas, we had a lot better performance. That scenery is just more optimized than LA is. Alright, so that's Terminal 5. We're going to go to the next terminal. Go to the real gate this aircraft parked at. And then we'll look at what our landing rate was too, of course, after we park. That's 68B. We're going to go to 68A, which is the next one over. We didn't need any duct tape for a change. Here's 68A. And the question is can we park this bird straight? Yeah, what we do for the first time ever parking in this thing. Get too close because of the jetway. And we'll stop right there. Set our parking brake. Whoa. That was weird. Alright. Not too bad. We parked little to the left. But not bad for the first time ever parking this bird. to the left and just a tad short. Not bad. Not bad. So you guys can let me know your opinion so far on us flying the E-Jet for the first time. I'm gonna have to say that I have more positives than I do negatives. So again, with that disclaimer, this bird is by far not a full ready plane. The most major negative thing I got is it just doesn't have a working VNAV yet. VNAV is crucial, especially if you're flying on VATSIM. I could not figure out how to zoom in and out of this map. I don't know if maybe someone else knows in chat how to zoom in and out of this map. That would definitely help so we can see how far we are from our waypoints. Because you do have to descend manually and know how far you are to descend. There is not really much help on that. Looks like they got a good tablet set up once they can get all the other stuff working. Just the ground control stuff is working for right now. What else? I mean, hands fly is nice. I gotta say, hand fly is nice. I didn't really see any issues hand flying it. It didn't seem too wonky. Now on takeoff seemed a little bit wobbly on takeoff. Going down the rudder with the going down the runway when you first started, it seemed a little bit wobbly, somewhat to me. I don't know how exactly explain that. If you guys rewind, you'll maybe see a little bit of wobble on the wings. So maybe that needs to be fixed a little bit. Yeah, the biggest thing, VNAV. Another negative would be the sounds. I think it needs better sounds. Obviously, I don't know what a real E-Jet's supposed to sound like, but I don't like the sounds entirely. There is an automatic announcement system, which I could hear a little bit when we landed, like a passenger announcement. Maybe they make that a little bit louder so we can actually hear, because I had the cockpit door open, but I still couldn't hear it very well to make out too much of what they were saying. But overall, I'm pleased. It was a good flight. It wasn't too eventful. We didn't have too many things go wrong. There was one hiccup on the flight plan, and I think that might have been me setting it up wrong to where it was going to like loop back around to something we already passed, and I had to correct it. But the auto throttle worked good. Yeah, everything seemed to be pretty good. The plane shows a lot of promise for sure. A lot of promise in this plane. I believe it shows to what this thing can become and what the other ones that they have coming out can become as well. Can you try that door? Oh yeah, let's try the door button. Let's go to the back of the plane. Oh, hold on. It doesn't like being inside the plane here. There we go. Alright, let's go see if we can open the door from the inside. And yep, there you go. Can open the doors from the inside. And then I'm not sure where you click on here to close it. We have to go all the way out here to the handle. Yep, I'm gonna go grab the handle. And it closes, so yeah, you can open the door from the inside. You can open both sides. And then you can probably, I'm assuming you can probably open the front ones too. Let's take a look. Yep. You go in front, open all the doors by hand, click spots right there. So let's go ahead and let's get ready for our replay. We're gonna get our flaps set again to max. There we go. See if we can watch the flaps come out. And we'll view our replay. See what it looked like when it landed. I'm curious to see the animations for the landing gear and the suspension. Oh, landing rate. Almost forgot. What was our landing rate? All right. Well, first time landing it, it was definitely a firm landing rate. We might have cut the engines too quick. I think we cut the engines too early because I think I heard maybe a warning on the speed potentially. But we got a minus 282, it says. 282, First time flying this plane, not knowing what to expect when we land it. I'd say that was not too bad. I could say not too bad, but I guess we'll definitely see though once we do the replay how it actually looked. Chase, what's going on? Good to see you. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Help us get us to close to our goal, at least of 30 likes on today's stream as we view our replay before we head out for the night. We will be back flying tomorrow night. I think we're going to give this bird another shot. We're going to fly it again tomorrow night. And maybe we'll fly it out of here. We'll go up north or something in it. Maybe we'll do 2 flights tomorrow in it. Do back-to-back flights and see how it holds up. Of course, we can only do the 1 flight tonight due to time constraints. But tomorrow's Friday, so I'll have more time. Okay, flaps are full and set. Let's go ahead and let's do the replay. So, what's going on, Jay? It's good to see you. Alright, so we'll view it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it forward a little bit more. I'll have to watch the whole thing in. Let everything load in for a second, and then resume. Alright. Let's watch from the... We'll watch from the wing view. Hey, go Rams! There's the Rams Stadium. Let's go Rams. Oops. Let's go Rams. Just for Scott. How's your Giants feeling there, Mr. Scott? How your Giants feeling sitting at home? A little stutter there because of the scenery. They're sucking some Colts eggs. Right over the threshold. We held it. That wasn't too bad. That didn't seem too bad in the landing area still. I mean, we definitely floated a little bit more than we wanted to. And so that's probably just from me pulling up too easy on the, or too quick on the yoke. So we'll see what it looked like here from the outside view. This side. You feel better than me, at least. I'm a Broncos fan. The pain of being relevant. There you go. Oh, hush, Mike. He will not be playing for the Dodgers anytime soon, sir. Los Angeles Angels, yes. Yeah, that was definitely firm. Okay, I could see how it was a little firm on that, watching that. So I think that's just so we did cut the power just a little too soon. But again, different aircraft than we're normally flying, the bigger ones, and takes a little bit of getting used to. So we'll see if we can improve our landings tomorrow night. We'll be back in the E-Jet tomorrow night. Right there, I should have pulled up a little bit more. But that's right. So still within the acceptable legal limits of where we touched down at. So overall, guys, though, like I said, I had fun. I enjoyed it. We weren't too far off center line either. We touched down. Yeah, weren't too far off center line. We'll take it. So far, I spilled my drink. Cheers, man. You shouldn't have had no drink while we're landing, Scott. You're supposed to give that to the flight attendant. Debbie D, you didn't take all the drinks out of the cabin. But for a full visual fly-in, no ILS. Wasn't too bad. So if I had to rate the plane out of a score of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 5. And I think that's majorly because there's no VNAV. I think the VNAV is the biggest hit. But I would say I'd rate it a 5 out of 10. But mainly, like I said, mainly because of the VNAV. VNAV is very important when flying IFR. So I think that might be my main gripe with it. The VNAV, and then the map, being able to zoom in and out of the map. So, but I'd give it a 5, but the plane shows a ton of promise, like a ton of promise. I think it's going to be a really good plane if they continue working on it like they promised that they're going to, and I think they will. Microsoft really needs a good E-Jet. So yeah, I'd give it a 5. If it had working VNAV, I'd put it at a 7, 7.5, 7. If it had working VNAV. I think that's just the main reason right there. Like I said, the VNAV, but you know, it is what it is. It's an early access plane. You know, they say it up front. You know, I think they've been the most upfront on the release of what to expect. You know what I mean? From everything that I've read on the plane. So yeah, I think they released the most upfront. So. But anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys here with the GoPro view in. What do you guys want? You guys want the GoPro view or you want a wing view? For the final view in GoPro or wing? If I got $1 every time I've seen VNAV, I'd be rich. Want another late that I can watch? We'll have more tomorrow, rookie. I gotta get up early, man. We started late. We're gonna have 2 flights tomorrow night. Wing, Scott says wing view. On left wing, right wing. Left wing or right wing? Scott says right wing. Alright. We can do right wing so that way you can look at your Rams again. So enjoy the full flight in here from the approach, guys. I had a good fun time tonight. Sorry that we were late again because Just Flight's FS traffic did not want to work for us. We tried everything we could get to get it to work. I think I loaded in out of the sim at least 8 times. Trying to get it to work, so don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned to more flights coming to the channel, more farm sim, more LSPDFR, and OCRP coming soon to the stream. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully you guys have a good Friday tomorrow, and we can start the weekend off right, doing some more flights in this bad boy, and seeing what she can do. So, until then, guys, take care. Enjoy. Thank you to all my moderators, subscribers, donors, and members. Without you guys, none of this is possible. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys very, very, very much. Without you guys, this channel don't exist. This is our channel together. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Mr. Scott, have a good night, or good day over in Australia. And see you tomorrow. Mavericks out. See you.
Soul got the same on my neck.